Hey everybody, Deplorable Bobby here. I want to thank you for all of your get well wishes and your prayers. I thank you. I feel much better. Today I want to talk about something in Europe. It's here as well, but mainly in Europe. It's called the Ninth Circle. The Ninth Circle, Satanic Rule of Europe is the title of this thing. In 2014, several reports were leaked to the media outlets revealing the true existence of a child death cult made up of European elites. These members of the Ninth Circle are reported to be involved in child trafficking in order to have children as prey in their sex games, known as human hunts. The children trafficked are drugged, stripped naked, raped, tortured, and hunted down by these pedophiles on horseback. And then they ritually kill these people. And these are European nobles doing this. Then the blood is drank and the child is consumed. The children are sacrificed to their spiritual leader, Satan. The Ninth Circle gets its name from Dante's classic, The Inferno, where the Ninth Circle is called the Circle of Treachery. The International Common Law Court of Justice mandated a twofold decision: to lawfully prosecute those people and institutions responsible for exploitation, trafficking, torture, and murder of children, to stop these and other criminals' actions by the church and the state to destabilize these same institutions. Sworn testimony that child sacrifices occur regularly in the catacombs of the Vatican and other Catholic cathedrals across the world, on private estates where they have these hunts, and on military installations. They're protected by the military a lot of times when they do this kind of stuff. It's just totally outlandish, people, that they get away with this. Because in places like Belgium and Holland, Spain, Australia, France, England, and even the USA, they have these Ninth Circle satanic hunts. The Ninth Circle satanic child sacrifice cult is tied to the disappearance of more than 50,000 Native American, Native Canadian Indian children. More than 80 schools where children reside are nothing more than a storehouse of innocent children who can be killed by ritual sacrifice by the likes of Pope Benedict XVI, Pope Francis, the Queen, Prince Philip, and at least 35 other prominent elite leaders across the world. At least since 1773, the ritual sacrifices of newborn children have been performed by every pope. People, did you get that? Since 1773, every pope has committed a ritual sacrifice of a child. In 2013, the ICLCJ found Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip guilty for the utter disappearance of 10 native children on October 10th, 1964. None of the 10 children that left with the Queen and Prince Philip on that day never were seen again. What happened to those children? That's why these people were found guilty in absentia of the disappearance of these children. In the same case, Pope Benedict, he was found guilty of crimes against humanity by the same court. This Pope was neck deep in an international sex abuse scandal that spent millions of dollars to defend pedo priests in the Catholic Church. I know Catholics don't want to hear this, and believe me, people, I'm not bashing Catholics. I don't bash Muslims, Catholics, Jews. I don't bash any people. It's their elite leaders that I bash. It's these elite that rule the world that I talk out against. It's not about the people. Pope Francis was found guilty in 2014. He was found guilty of child trafficking, but no law enforcement in the world can get close enough to this pedo pope to physically arrest him and take him into custody. His little private army that he has around him has him surrounded and has him insulated and has him protected. Nobody can get anywhere near this pope to arrest him. And you know, these child hunts are reminiscent of the movie The Hunger Games. As I was reading and researching this article, that's what it reminded me of, was The Hunger Games. They take these poor children and they drug them and they rape them and they torture them, and then they strip them naked and they turn them loose, and then they chase them down on horseback. And then they ritually kill this child, drink his blood, and devour the child. These are the elites, people, in Europe and all across the world, actually. But the Queen and her family stands at the top of the list along with the Pope. So people, I hope I didn't piss you off. I'm just trying to tell the truth. This stuff is it's all truth, people. It's all in the records. You can look it up for yourself. I've told you before, this is the way I see it, and the truth lives here. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bring you a conspiracy theory. There's paperwork and documents to back every bit of this up. So y'all have a good day. Pray for our children. Pray for the exploited and the trafficked and sacrificed. They exist, people, every day. Pray for each other. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you later.